Not my biggest fear. It's the fear of not reaching the podium. So I went to my closet and looked for the highest heels that I have. But I'm so glad that I can reach the podium. Can everybody see me here? Thank you. Just joking aside, bonsoir tout le monde and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and board of directors, Stefan, Raj, Shelley, Matthew, William, and my fellow concierges. I'm very excited, thrilled, and nervous to be standing here in front of you because tonight is one of the most important moments of my life. First of all, I would like to thank Julie for sponsoring me and together with Marlene for introducing me to this organization called Les Clés d'Or. You have no idea how this association has affected my life since the first meeting a little more than 2 years ago. I feel as if I've stumbled on a gold mine. Never in my wildest dreams would I have thought I'd be a part of a group so highly respected and regarded nationally and worldwide. Definitely this organization lives to its name. As you know, when translated into English, it means the Golden Keys. To me, it stands for golden opportunities whose keys figuratively unlock a world that I could only see from a distance, including a wealth of events and places that I never knew existed. And if I knew about it, I couldn't be a part of it or did not have the credentials or the confidence to participate. Whether it is affording me the opportunity to experience special functions, providing service, devoting my time in charitable worthy causes, or all of the above, in any case, Les Clés d'Or has transformed my life in a positive way, socially and emotionally. Because Les Clés d'Or has such a great impact in my life, there is nothing more that I desire at this moment than becoming a professional affiliate member of your prestigious organization. Given this past year of experiencing a few misfortunes, my involvement with Les Clés d'Or and what it stands for has somehow been a positive experience and a comfort in my life. Before I elaborate on this, however, I would like to give you a brief history of myself and how it relates to who I am today. Raised by grandparents in the Philippines, we came to Vancouver just over 40 years ago to join my parents who left the Philippines 6 years earlier to seek for better life conditions for their 4 children, I being the eldest of 4 siblings. Fortunately, my dad was able to practice his veterinarian degree at the North Shore's Capilano Pet Hospital, whereas my mom substituted as a teacher and taught piano for a living. Life was difficult as immigrants, but with impeccable work ethics and sheer determination, my parents paved the way to a humble but comfortable life, and they were also able to sponsor numerous extended family members to join us in Canada. Fast forward 15 years later, I graduated from the University of British Columbia with a Bachelor of Arts degree majoring in the French language and minoring in Spanish. Throughout my university years, I received several language scholarships that permitted me to study at l'Université de Montréal, l'Université Laval, l'Université de Québec at Trois-Rivières. Also, I spent a year at La Universidad de Valencia in Spain, where I completed my Spanish studies. Today, I can converse in 5 languages, which include 2 dialects in Filipino, and they are Tagalog and Ilocano. Let's fast forward another 25 years. I'm married 24 years. I have 3 university-aged children, 2 daughters at 23 and 21 years old, and my son at 19 years old. I celebrated my 25 years with Air Canada, and I am now a concierge. It's a little over 2 years ago that I applied for a concierge position with Air Canada. Prior to that, I was a customer sales and service agent for 23 years. This year, in February, I celebrated my milestone year, 25 years with the company that I'm so proud to be working for. Despite bureaucracies, political and financial instabilities, due to the changing focus of the airline industry, I have remained a true supporter of Air Canada. I believe its benefits outweigh all the hardships that each of the employees have experienced. Most of all, I adore my colleagues. I like being a passenger agent, and even more, I love being an Air Canada concierge. What's not to love with facilitating the travels of customers when they have a tight connection or running late for a flight because of unforeseen circumstances? What's not to like when you give a courtesy call to your passengers when the flight has been delayed, or when you can reunite customers' belongings when he has left his iPhone or BlackBerry in an airplane seat pocket or a passport that has fallen between the seats? What's not to like when you can retrieve a jacket forgotten in the Maple Leaf Lounge or in the aircraft's closet? There is nothing more rewarding than when I can make a difference to someone's day or flight, however little the gesture or action it may be. An Air Canada concierge may have a different job description than a hotel concierge, but our intentions are the same, and that is to have a willingness and devotion to service and put a satisfied smile on our customers and guests and keep them coming back to use our product. I must confess, though, that when I first applied to become a concierge in Air Canada, I had no idea what the job entailed. Yes, I saw Julie present at my international flights I was controlling. Yes, I saw Marlene escorting what seemed to be important people or celebrities, interacting professionally with a smile. I even witnessed Lori driving speedily in a golf cart, dodging passengers left and right, taking them to a flight. I thought, what are these women in black up to? What do these concierges do? Well, shortly after acquiring the position, it didn't take me long to realize that being a concierge drew parallel to what parents are and what they do for their children. At least that's what I can compare it to, as I have lots of experience when it comes to that. My husband John and I were barely 27 years old when we already had 3 children. Whilst our friends were out at clubs or partying, John and I were taking care of our 2 daughters, who were then 4 and 2 years old, and my 1-year-old son. Needless to say, my husband and I yielded to a less social life. However, as young parents, we learned to care, nurture, cater to needs, be attentive, and be proactive when something was needed to be resolved. As a concierge, these traits also exist. I found that I was very effective when I naturally demonstrated these motherly instincts towards my customers. Besides providing care, John and I were also called upon to dedicate time and our energy to our children's extracurricular activities by chauffeuring on field trips, volunteering on hot dog days at school, selling cookies or entertainment books, fundraising for future school endeavors such as their band excursions or their French immersion trip to Quebec City. We campaigned tirelessly, but at the end it was worth it. In return, our children, their classmates, and their teachers benefited and enjoyed the fruits of our labor. Still today, when called upon, I am eager to ignite my passion to participate in worthy events for the benefit of others. It wasn't difficult for me to devote my time and effort when Lake Ledo asked for volunteers for charitable causes such as the Terry Fox Run, TIP, and the upcoming Dreams Take Flight campaign. Apart from these events, I have also contributed my time to local events in my North Vancouver community, such as the annual Party at the Pier at Lonsdale Quay, and neighborhood campaigns such as the Heart and Kidney Stroke Foundation. I will always be counted on to help when the opportunity arises. My past has reflected who I am today as an individual. The nature and the nurture of my upbringing will also dictate my future. I am that person whose parents sacrificed their familiar life from the little town in the Philippines to immigrate to a foreign land in intimidating surroundings with only $20 in their pocket. I am that person whose love and devotion towards our children increased my awareness of the importance of giving, patience, tolerance, and understanding. I am that person whose family, whether immediate, extended, work family like my Air Canada colleagues or my Lake Ledo family, who encourages me to practice ethical principles every single day. Although I realized long ago that everything you do is important, it is evident that this year seems to emphasize my philosophy more than ever. Unfortunately, this year was marked with a couple of misfortunes that literally changed the outlook and the course of my life in an instant. In July, John had an unfortunate accident that ended a 25-year career as a Lexus and Toyota auto technician. Due to the nature of his injury and the physical essence of his job, it is unlikely he will return as a licensed auto journeyman. At 47 years old and not having been trained for any other career, he will truly find it difficult to start all over at this point of his life. Needless to say, our plans to retire at Freedom 55 will have to be reassessed. Shortly after that incident came another event that literally changed my perspective on life. In August, John's oldest brother's wife died suddenly in her sleep while vacationing and visiting us in Vancouver. Our loss was an immense shock and left us all mournfully sad, as she was too young to be taken away from us. My husband had the task of returning her human remains and the casket home to his older brother in Perth, Australia. When I was finally at peace and accepted what life had presented me with thus far, I started to look at my life subjectively. How many items have I accomplished in my personal bucket list? Surely not enough. Have I done most of the things I wanted to do? Of course not. My sense of urgency took over and I no longer wanted to procrastinate. Do it today rather than tomorrow. I coached and I cheered myself on. Chase that dream. And ladies and gentlemen, one of those dreams is to become an affiliate member of Lake Legal. The Society of Golden Keys is the perfect fit in my life. Its cause and effect stand for aspects that are significant in my life. When I provide service, I am rewarded emotionally and spiritually. When there is an invitation to events or functions, I am once again interacting socially, something that was lacking in my 20s and 30s when my focus was mainly on the well-being of our children. Finally, Lake Legal offers me the sense of belonging to a family. You've welcomed me graciously and made me feel incredibly special. This association has the ability to re-navigate the course of my life, and in some ways it already has. Therefore, dear Board of Directors, Stefan, Raj, Shelley, and Matthew, and fellow concierges, I would truly be honored to be granted an affiliate membership in your organization. Along with my 25th wedding anniversary that John and I will celebrate next year, this would truly be an accomplishment to be forever cherished and treasured. Thank you for listening to me and giving me your time and attention. Sincerely, I am Mila Ubungen, Chee, Air Canada Concierge.